So hello guys, welcome to the video. So in this video we will solve the question next greater element 3. So first let me take you to the open board and we will try to understand the question and then we will talk about approach. Alright, and then we will head to the solution. Alright, so what's the question? We are given a positive number n in the form of string. So we are given a positive number n in the form of string. Alright, and inside that find the smallest number which has exactly the same digits existing in the number n. Alright, and is greater in value than n. So for instance, let me take an example as 1 2 3. All right, so let us take this input only which we have written here before, and let's take the input as 1 2. All right, so what I have to do, I have to find an element which is just greater than 12, and this element should be from permutations of 1 2 only. So the permutation of 1 2 is 2 1. All right, so the answer is also 21, and here is the answer 21 because 21 is the just greater element in the permutations of 12. If you didn't understood this, let me take some another example. Let me take an example of 1 2 3. All right, so let's first write the permutations of 1 2 3. So what are permutations of 1 2 3? 1 3 2, 2 1 3, 2 3 1, 3 1 2, 3 2 1. All right, so these are the permutations of 1 2 3, and what we want to find now, we have to find the smallest, or sorry, the greatest value than n, the just greater value. The main logic is you have to find just greater value than this 123. All right, so the just greater value from 123 is it 321? No, we have smaller than that. Is it 312? No, we have smaller than that. So like this we will find, and we will find that 132 is the correct answer. So 132 is the correct answer for 123. All right, because 132 is the just greater value than 123. All right, if you understood this, let me take some another example to make you more clear about it. So I will take the example as 4 5 1 3 2. All right, so can we write permutations for this? No, we can't write because permutations of this will be 5 factorial somewhat, and which will be approx 120. So I can't write 120 permutations now. So what will I do? If I will traverse it from behind or front, I will just make it just logically. So I have some elements at the last 3 digits which can create a answer just greater than 4 5 1 3 2. So I will leave this 4 5 as it is, and I will try instead of this 1, can I keep 2 here, and instead of this 3, can I keep 1 here, instead of this 2, can I keep 3 here. So I guess this is the correct answer for 4 5 1 3 2, because this is the closest just greater answer for 4 5 1 3 2. All right, so I hope you understood this. Now what we have to do? Now we will take another example, and then I will try to explain you the functionality or the logic behind this, and we will try to go towards the approach and find the optimal solution. All right, so the example is 6 5 7 6 5 3. Let's make it again. 6 5 3 7 4 2 1. All right, so let me take this example. So now what we have to do, we just have to find just greater element, just greater number than this. All right, so if we want to find just greater number than this, then just trust on me, have faith on me, I will tell you correct answer. So I will just put a pointer at the last element of this number. All right, so at this element I will put my pointer I, and I have to check at this pointer, I have to check this I that this I should be greater than I plus 1. All right. So do we have I plus 1 here? So I do not have I plus 1 here. So I will delete this. I will start putting I from this length. All right. So now what I have to do, I have to check that if I is greater than I plus 1. So I plus 1 is here because the indexing is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right. So this is indexing and we are going backwards. So let me check that if I is greater than I plus 1. If I is greater than I plus 1, so we have to increment our I. All right. Sorry. I spelled it wrong. I have to decrement my I because I am going towards 0. All right. From 6, from starting from 5. Sorry. So yes, my 2 is greater than 1. So I will decrement my I by 1. Now I will check that if my 4 is greater than my I plus 1. So yes, 4 is greater than 2. So what I will do, I will replace this and decrement this I by 1. So till when we will decrement, till this condition gets false. Alright. Till then we will decrement and then I will explain you the further steps. So this is the first step of this program. Alright. Again we will check that if 7 is greater than 4 or not. Yes, 7 is greater than 4. So what we will do? We will delete this I and replace it on 3. Now I will check that if 3 is greater than 7. No, 3 is smaller than 7. 3 is smaller than 7. Alright, if 3 is smaller than 7, then we have to just do one thing. We have to mark this 3 element as I. Alright, we have to mark this 3 element as I and create another element as K and put this K at the last position of this string. At the last position of the string. Now what? Every time, what we will do? We will compare our I with K. Whenever my K will be a bigger element from I, if this condition happens in any case, so I will swap my values with K and I. Alright, so we will go further. Should I draw a line here? Alright, so I draw a line here. Alright, so what will I do? I will check that if 3 is smaller than K or not. Yes, no, 3 is not smaller than K. And if this condition fails, so every time I have to decrement my K. Every time I have to decrement my K. And decrement this here also. Now I will check that if I is smaller than K. No, I is not smaller than K. So I will decrement my K. Again I will check that if I is smaller than K. So this time, yes, my I is smaller than K. So what will I do? I will store this value inside my K. And what I have told you, I have to swap the values of K and I. So I will swap the values of K and I as 6, 5, 4, 7, 3, 3, 2, 1. So I will write here swapped. Alright. So now this is our new number. And did you notice something? If you didn't notice, I will tell you that while starting from 6th index and going till 3rd index, all the elements were in increasing order, in the ascending order. Alright. If the elements were in ascending order, we can't find their just greater element by their permutations. Why? Let me take a new example. Let us take 3 2 1. If 3 2 1 is a ascend 3 to 1, when we start from the backwards, it is in ascending order. And if we write the permutations of 3 to 1, then these are 1 2 3 1 3 2 3 1 2. All right, and all these permutations are smaller than 3 to 1. We have to find just greater element. All right, so when we want to find just greater element, if we are given a number which is in ascending order, we will always return -1. All right, because we can't find. That's why we were skipping these all elements which were in ascending order towards left. All right, so we skipped 2 4 7 because these were in ascending order. All right, but we will use this further. Sorry. All right, so yeah, we got our swapped value 6547321. So now what? Now I will write my final steps. My final step will be, I will create a string, let's say answer. It will be my answer string, and inside that answer string I will add some values. I will add these values, but before that I will reverse the values which were in ascending order. So first wait, forget everything which I told you. Just remember that I have swapped two values, I and k. All right, so my I was here, k was here. All right, and I swapped that values. Now what I have to do, I have I have to find that is it just greater number than this? No, it is not just greater number than this. I can create a smaller number than this, which will be just greater than this question number. All right, so how can I create that? How can I create that? If I reverse all the elements which were in ascending order from last, can I get a smaller number? Yes, which will be greater than this number but smaller than this number. All right, so if I do this experiment, let me try. The numbers which were in ascending order were these. So if I write 654 and reverse these four numbers by writing 1 2 3 7, my question was, let me write my question, 6 5 3 7 4 2 1. So is this just greater element than this? Yes, because we have 6 5 3 7 4 2 1, and this is 6 5 4 1 2 3 7, and that was 6 5 4 7 3 2 1. Like 4 7 3 2 1 is quite much from 41,000. All right, this is 47,000, this is 41,000, and we have to find just greater element from these permutations, and we had 37,000 here. All right, so this is our correct answer. So what we have to do, my final steps will be I will reverse ascending order numbers, concat in answer. All right, so these will be my steps, and I will follow these steps and write my code. So all right, I will take you to the editor and we will code it down. All right, so we will code it in C++. Firstly, I have to keep my I somewhere. All right, so I will keep my I at string.length -1. No, I can't keep it at -1 because I told you when I kept it at -1, like here, I have nothing to check in the right side. So I will keep this at here at I -2. So I will correct this and write I -2. Then what I have to do, my first step, this is my first step. I told you this will be my first step. My I should be greater than I +1. I will check that inside my while loop. I will take my str.at I should be greater than equal to str.at I +1. All right, and also we have to check that every time we write this, we are not at the end index. All right, we are in the middle of our code. If I am at the end index, it will stop the loop. And what I was doing in this, I was decrementing my I here. All right, so I will do the same here. I will decrement my I by 1. I hope you understood it till now. So now what we have, I found my dip at 3. Dip at 3. What is the dip? I was going towards upward direction, ascending order, 1, 2, 4, 7, and then I found something smaller than me. So that was the dip. That 3 was a dip. Alright. So when I found my dip, I have to store that value in I and I have to swap that value only. So when I get my dip, that means I am outside my while loop and I got my dip. So if I got my dip, I will do something. If I do not got my dip, that means the number is in ascending order only. The whole number is in ascending order only and I will not get the dip. That means I have to return -1 as I told you. So I have to return -1 in string format because we have to return string. Alright. So what we will do now when we get the dip, that means when we get an element in I which is smaller than I plus 1. Alright. So what we'll do, I told you I will create a k. Firstly I will check that if I am greater than 0 or not. If I am greater than 0, then I will create a k at string.length and put it down at string.length -1. That means at this last value I will put my k here. Alright, if you remember something. Now if I put my k there, then I have to put a while loop and every time I have to check that my str.add my I, what I have written, my I should be smaller than k, then I will swap. So I will, and if my I is greater than k, I will do decrement of k every time. So if my str.at I is greater than k, is greater than equal to k, because equal to values will also not work because if I will swap them it will help it nothing. So if it is greater than equal to k, what I will do, I will decrement my value of k. Alright, and when this condition happens, so what I have to do, I have to swap my k and I. Whenever I will come outside this loop, that means this condition gets false and I have to swap my value. So I will create a temporary character, take the value of I inside it, copy this down, take the value of k inside I, and inside k I will put my value of temp. Alright, so this happened, that means our swapping happened and we got our answer. Not the final answer. Final answer is awaited now. So till here I hope everything is crystal clear. Now what I have to do, I have to let me just divide this in two parts, and first I will create a string. I will create an answer string and I will put this part because this part is not going to change. So I will put this part as it is inside my answer string. So I will create my string answer, and when I will create my string answer, I will place a for loop, from from 0, because we are starting from 0 till j is equal to I, because j will be also not reversed. So I will put that j also in my answer string. So I will concatenate this str.at j inside my answer. Alright, so what I have done, I have created a answer, and inside that answer till now I have put my 6, 5, these three values 6, 5, 4 inside it. Now I have left with only these 7, 4, 2, 1, which I have to reverse and place inside my answer string. So what I have to do, I have to reverse this. So I will create another for loop. All right, but this time my for loop will work from last str dot length -1 till my I. All right, and j will be decremented. And what will I concatenate? I will concatenate j inside it again. But this time what will happen, the elements which are going inside my concatenation will be reversed automatically. How? Because what will I do when this will be the answer? No, this will not be the answer. This will be my swapped answer. So if I swap this as, if I start it if I keep my j here and place this j inside it, then I will decrement my j and go and keep my j here and place this j inside it. So automatically it will get reversed and answer will get reversed. And after that I have to return my answer. All right, so I hope you understood this code crystal clearly, because I explained each and every line of this code. So let me run this code first and see if it is correct or not. All right, so it is successfully compiled, and let me see that if it passes all the test cases or not. All right, so it passed all the test cases. So I hope you understood this video. If you understood this video, please like the video, share the video with your friends, and please subscribe our channel, and we will meet in the next video. Till then, thank you so much.